Saturday, and last week I had Saturday and Sunday. But it was a great weekend, guys. I sold over $5,000. So that's my main focus, and why oftentimes you guys see me and I'm a sweaty, disgruntled mess here in my showroom, but I put in a lot of work. That's my full-time gig. So yeah, last week I just had to be like, we have to scratch the founders chat. I don't have the time. But it was a really fantastic weekend. I did have theft for the first time. Gio and I, we are hosting our Flipping Out Reseller Chat on Mondays here on District. And we talked about that. I had multiple watches stolen and I had a Gucci bag stolen. So, but that's because the markets were so busy. They were so busy. Yeah, I know. But you know, it happens. And also, I didn't set myself up to win with the Gucci bags. That's my mistake. They took the least valuable one. So it's okay. Oh, Noreen, it was 6 a.m. Thanks for getting up at 6 a.m. with us. Thank you. So yeah, they took the least valuable one. And then the watches, I knew they had stolen them because I have these little pillows for the watches. So they just grabbed the pillow. And I'm like, okay, all right, if you guys need it, if you need it that badly. But yeah, when these markets are so busy, it's hard for me with jewelry, especially. People can just like grab and go. So I don't bring super valuable stuff with the jewelry. So I'm like, okay with it getting stolen, but the Gucci bag was kind of, especially because I buy them from Japan and now there's tariffs. So I might not be buying from Japan anymore. I have to run a test and see exactly what I'll be charged. I think it's a minimum of 15% on top of the cost of goods. And now eBay, they're not allowing items internationally over $500. So pros and cons to all of it. I like to see our US buyers, our sellers selling more, but can we wholesale like that? I don't think we can. So eBay was such a great way for us to buy wholesale international, but hi, Elsie. Are you in the DR? I think you are because you haven't scheduled. Guys, hold on. As I said, when you guys see me, these founders chats, I'm not looking my best. Let me put some chapstick on before we get this started. I'm definitely looking like, oh, hold on. Let's get this on. I'm so glad you're there. Do you want to go live and just kind of show us a market? Maybe just like go live spontaneously. I would love to see. Guys. If you don't know, Elsie spends about 3 weeks in the Dominican Republic, and she went live last year. I believe you went live last year. So I can't remember. It's like, it feels like it was a long time ago, even though it was just last year. So guys, thanks for being here. I did share this out. Let me just see if I need to share it out one more time. We've got some really, really great things to talk about. I'm really excited. Actually, let me tag Jamie because she might be working, but Jamie was in on this, obviously. If you guys are new to Vintage Jewelry Addicts, I'll just give you guys some quick background. So we actually started in 2023, and then and we were vintage clothing mostly. And then I left New York City and adjusted, and then thought, I had the realization that jewelry is such a collector's item and a really growing sector of resale, especially because of the value, right? I think that we see this often with the sterling silver trade, where we can actually be buying things 6 months ago, and then the actual value of that item has gone up according to like a stock market, like a official traded sale. And that's really, really exciting, but also the fact that so many of us love jewelry and want to collect it. And it's a really authentic passion. And it's very easy to ship and to wear. So I relaunched as Vintage Jewelry Addicts in April of 24. So we are a year and a half old, if that. I think we're a little bit shy of being a year and a half old as the Vintage Jewelry Addicts brand. And I think what's so great about running an online business is that you can pivot and change and adjust so that you're making sure that you're reading between the lines, right? You're like, oh, okay, I see what's happening. I see what our customers want. I see what our sellers want. I see how to really serve better. And ultimately the goal is to sell more vintage jewelry. That's it. That's the goal. The goal is to sell more vintage jewelry. And then there's so many other benefits. I think a lot of us have learned, we've been educated. We've learned how to be live sellers. We've obviously added to our collections. Some of us are buying for resale here, which happens everywhere. It's a very normal thing. It's, the fashion food chain. We've made relationships. We've developed relationships that are really special because of the shared interests that we have, or we're just on the same, wavelength plane. Many of my friends are also resellers. So, and that's just because we understand each other. So Vintage Jewelry Addicts will continue to grow in all of those directions. I have the utmost faith. But I've had a few sellers approach me and say, I want to sell on the weekends, but I don't want to become a subscriber. And I'm like, all right, well, it's $10 a month, but that's me, that's my honest opinion. But I can understand because many of us have Netflix subscriptions. We have, what else? Spotify subscriptions. We have overpriced insurance subscriptions, right? And it's just like another subscription can just be like, no, that's the tipping point. I'm done. And so what Jamie and I talked about in the last few weeks is that we've recognized that our subscriber base has dwindled, and many of our subscribers, they're not booking during the day. So what we have, guys, is we have a day calendar and we have an evening calendar. And the evening calendar, we promote, we stream, we announce. We do like what I did today, where I'm messaging a few sellers, trying to condense, sort of making sure that we have the best live sale possible, or the best live sale trade possible. And that's become a little harder in the last few weeks because our subscriber base has dwindled. People are busy. But what we've decided to do, we love our primetime live subscriber slots. And so that's going to continue for our subscribers. If you're a subscriber, tier 1, tier 2, tier 3, and I suggest, if you're not, I suggest becoming one, just because those evening sales, they get a lot of eyeballs, guys. They really do. I could show you all the numbers. I think our subscribers that commit to the trains build followings. But I also we have kids, we have family events. Many of us are PST. Many of us are PST, and maybe we can't get on the EST time zone. We did sort of accommodate to that, where we said anyone who's a subscriber can go live at 11:30 or later. So our 10 o'clock slot has a 90-minute exclusive slot. But again, all of this it's just difficult to navigate. So starting October 1st, we are opening the daytime sales. So logically, that's 8 a.m. in the morning until 5:30. You can't sell past 5:30 if you're not a subscriber, to anyone. So what that means is you don't have to be a subscriber if you want to sell 12 noon on a Friday, 12 noon on a Saturday, 10 a.m. on a Sunday, 3 p.m. on a Sunday. You just have to get off by 5:30. Jamie is amazing. She's going to continue to run the evening live sales. So if there's any confusion, if someone, schedules for 9:30 on a Saturday, she'll let them know if I don't. We're always very kind. We're not here to make you feel bad. We're not here to make you feel wrong. It's hard. We don't have a wall of rules, It's hard to communicate rules. It's like, we gotta, but we do want some of our loyal train sellers, those of you that have been like, okay, I'm cool, I'm doing the trains, that might not have the evening time available to be a subscriber, and they just don't want to pay for that, to be able to sell at 1 p.m. on a Saturday. I do the markets every weekend, as you guys know. And as I just mentioned, I make thousands of dollars. So that is my full focus. But I would love for any of our sellers that are interested in doing a morning weekend train to organize that, because I think that could really help. Maybe it's a Saturday or a Sunday versus the Friday. We still have the end of month Thursday morning train, which has been going quite well. But I also think that the more that we have FaceTime as a live sale community, the bigger we grow. It's something that you might think, oh no, there's more sales, like, so there's less for me. It's actually the opposite. Like, when our community hosts more sales, more trains, more people join, more people show up, they believe in the marketplace, they believe it's legit. They might see a train theme that they like, that's like for them. And so, yeah, so the more live sales, the better. So having a greater opportunity for more of our sellers to sell live on the weekend, as long as they're selling before 5:30 EST, we totally want that for you. Now, that doesn't mean that you can sell at 12 midnight, because we do want our subscribers, if they want to jump on at night, like late at night, to be able to do that. So it's going to be, again, like the morning, like reasonable morning until 5:30. I'm going to reach out to some people that are not subscribers that have either sold with us in the past or have been participants on our trains, or they're kind of like dipping their toes into the water, and let them know, so that hopefully they, show up and sell live on the weekend. And if there's someone that wants to head up a Saturday or Sunday morning train, again, because I sell on the markets on the weekends, it's so much for me to be on my phone, like trying to make sure that someone shows up. It's a lot. So having another conductor to maintain that would be so helpful. But I mean, again, we don't need that right away. That might come further down the line, but this will start October 1st. If you're a subscriber and you saw our signups for the 15th, you might have noticed I did not have a daytime sign up, and that's because this was coming. So our subscribers, again, you guys always will have those evening slots. We haven't been booking them out. Like this weekend, we're filling in holes as we speak. So if there comes a time and a place when our subscriber base doubles, maybe we kind of change back. But for now, the goal is to grow the community, is to have more eyeballs on Vintage Jewelry Addicts, to host more live sales, to get more people believing in our community, wanting to come to us to buy, to collect, to connect, to forge new friendships, which has been amazing. Like I said at the beginning, we've just seen so much. I've heard so much. And, as a leader, my goal is to help create more leaders. It's to create an environment where you guys can step up and create something for yourselves or for others. And I've been so honored to witness that so far. So again, with the weekend, if there's anyone that's like, I would love to step up and make this happen, let's do it. I think on the weekend too, there's going to be more opportunities possibly for live shopping, things like that. That we haven't quite seen here in Vintage Jewelry Addicts. So don't ever hesitate messaging me, messaging Jamie, throwing an idea at us, especially if you're someone that hasn't sold with us before and you can only sell on the weekends. And now you're like, cool, I've got the time. I can step up and I can sell at 12 noon on a Saturday. If you've got ideas or questions, please don't hesitate reaching out. And I've been ignoring the comments. I'm going to see what you guys are saying. You like day better on the weekend. Yeah. I mean, I think for some people too, like, I'm doing a live sale Sunday night and I will probably be very tired at the end. I will be like, oh, I'm so tired, guys. It's 10 o'clock. So yeah, some of us as EST people, we might even prefer daytime. So I can understand why some people wouldn't sign up to be a subscriber. So again, guys, this is going to start October 1st. If we see that you schedule, you're not a subscriber for the weekend, we will just let you know over message and be like, hey, this isn't quite open yet. And October 1st. So I guess the first weekend will be October 4th. So October 4th and 5th. Yeah. And again, with our sellers on the weekends, if you guys want to sell for 3 hours, if you want to sell for 90 minutes, if you want to sell right before our subscribers go live at 5:30 and then raid them. Like, we love it. Totally cool. We definitely want to be growing more into a hands-off approach where more people are just going live because they want to. I want to remind everyone that anyone can go live Monday through Thursday, anytime. When we have a train, I just let people know, like, hey, maybe don't sell during the train. But if you do, you do. Like, it's okay. We've seen most people kind of change their live sales when they realize that it's during a train, but it would never be a problem. Like, no one would ever be kicked out for it. My vision really is to see 3 people selling at once, and to have them all doing well, to have the buyers with 3 tabs open, buying from all 3 sellers on their desktop. But again, we do need to, encourage our seller community to go live Monday through Thursday, and now starting October 1st during the morning and the day, on Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So that's the big announcement, guys. If you have questions, you can always message me privately. I will announce it with a flyer, and I'll announce it multiple times. Some time to really build the buzz. But I did want to also talk about our trains for next week. And I meant to open up our sign up because I think we have a little bit of availability. So one second as I get that up for you guys. Okay, let me see here. So next week, yes. Oh, yes. Yes. Let me open that one up too. So we have, for the first time ever, we have a rings train. And I think this train is going to be awesome. I really think it's going to be awesome. And if no one takes some of our last slots, I can fill in, which is exciting. I'm really excited. So, okay. So anyone can sign up for the trains during the week. Anyone. I don't want you guys to feel like, oh, I can't, or I've never sold here. If you want to start with the train, please start with the train. They're great. Our trains during the week are doing awesome. Like, I'm really happy about it. It makes me really excited to see you guys win on these trains. So Tuesday, September 23rd, all rings. They can be sterling, they can be men's, they can be women's, they can be toe rings, they can be pinky rings, they can be thumb rings. I do suggest bringing a ring sizer because some people are truly buying for their size. They're not just buying rings. They really want to know if it's their size. And we have a couple slots open. These are 30-minute slots. If anyone wants a 60-minute who already has a 30-minute, you're welcome to. So like Jamie of Mid-Century Wasted, she's kicking us off at 4 p.m. EST, but we have a slot open after her at 4:30 EST. So Jamie of Mid-Century Wasted, if you want to extend your live, you're more than welcome to. Toe rings are really cool. Toe rings are back. Anklets are back too. Like, ankle bracelets are totally back. I love it. Okay, speaking of, we have Noreen at 5 and 5:30 for 1 hour. And then we have a 6 p.m. slot open before Maria of Ladybug GTV at 6:30, Rose of Wishlist Rose at 7, David of Starbright Collect at 7:30, Amy of South Jersey Mama Shop at 8, Tanya of the Nomadic Attic at 8:30, Monica of Maximus Manor, she'll be live for 1 hour, Diana of Arctic Angels at 10, and Debbie of Gypsy Warrior at 10:30. And they typically do like a duo live sale. So the slots we have open, guys, 6 p.m. EST, which is 3 p.m. PST, and then 4:30 EST, which is 1:30 PST. If anyone here wants those, let me know. I'll put your information in the sign up. Jamie, thanks for listening. Totally hear you. All good. All good. Okay, so if we can't fill that slot, Jamie, would you want to do a 4:30 start, or does that interfere with like kiddo pickup? 4:30 EST is 1:30 PST. We have you down for 5, which is 2 p.m. Which is 2 p.m. PST. Yeah, we'll just have Jamie move to 4:30 so that you're all good. So that will be fine. And then what I can do is I can take the 6 p.m. slot. So what I'm going to do, Jamie, I'm going to move you officially, if you don't mind, mostly because this weekend I have the market and then it's my husband's birthday on Sunday and I'm doing a live sale. So I just won't have time. We're going to move you and you will raid Noreen at 5. I will do an opening live at 4 p.m. and I will raid you, Jamie. And then I will go live unless anyone here wants the 6 p.m. EST, let me know. I have a ton of rings. I'm trying to sell more in the community because I can promote. And I will go live at 6 and raid Maria. Okay, so this is now our schedule. Jamie will go live at 4:30. She'll raid Noreen, who has an hour, and Noreen will raid me at 6 p.m. I'll go live for 30 minutes, which will be great. I have so many rings, guys. I have so many rings. Okay. So, oh, that's so great. They glow. Oh, that's awesome. Thank you so much. Yes, he is not a big birthday guy, but we are doing a day together, which I don't give my husband enough. So, yes, you do start at 2. Yep. You start at 2 PST. Okay, cool. So that's the rings train, guys. Now, if anyone here wants to jump on our end of the month, it's always the last Thursday of the month, guys. End of the month, wake up with VJA morning train. This is every Thursday. Seems to be going pretty well. Maybe we'll do it bi-weekly coming up here, but not sure. Not sure if you guys are ready for that. So it's still just once a month from 7 a.m. to 12 p.m. EST, which is very early for our PST babes. Very early. So I'm going to suggest these slots for our EST, for our EST people. We have 8 a.m. EST open, 8:30 EST open, and 9 a.m. EST open. That is 5 PST, 5:30 PST, and 6 PST. If anyone wants those slots, let me know. Shelly, all trains are posted in the live seller train discussion chats. So what you want to do is you always want to check our chat channels. They are labeled correctly. And when you click the live seller train discussion chat, it is for sellers only. So if you're not an approved seller, you won't be able to enter. And all you have to do is scroll up to find the signups. Alrighty. But because our Wake Up with Vintage Jewelry Addicts train is not full, I will re-promote that momentarily so that it is the top sign up. So they're always there. The trains are announced and open for booking the last Friday of the month so that you can get first dibs. And they're always put in the live seller train discussion chat. Okay, cool. Anyone want the Wake Up with VJA? Let me know. I'm going to post it. I don't think I can do that one. I mean, I could. Maybe I will. Maybe I'll go crazy. I just don't know if I'll have enough jewelry. So speaking of live sales, because I'm going live this Sunday, guys, okay? We're doing this. I'm so excited. So Jay of the Jade Peacock, she's going to kick us off at 5:30 on Sunday. We had a ton of slots to fill. So both of us are selling for a very long time. She's going to kick us off at 5:30. She's got a Juliana that she's going to put up for grabs, a Juliana piece. Really excited. And then I'm doing a brooch train, but I want you guys to know that I'm going to auction. Hold on. I'm going to auction this 1930s glass beaded necklace. It was $50 at the markets. We're going to start it at the insane auction price of $15. There's our clasp. It's a box clasp. And this dates from the 30s. The beads are in wonderful condition. I will check for any chipping. They are glass. And that's going to be my star piece. And then Jay, she'll be live before me. And she said her star piece is this Juliana piece. But my live sale, which kicks off at 8:30, so I can spend the day with hubby because it's his birthday. All right, I'm going to kick off at 8:30. Every single brooch will be $5. If I can get my act together, I'm going to preload them so you guys can place pre-bids. $5 every single brooch. We're going to have so much fun. I think I have more brooches than this in another container. So there might be like 10 more brooches that we are adding to the loot. So that would be Sunday night. And then, yeah, it looks like I'm going to be on the rings train, which I don't have my rings out. They are hiding. They're hiding right now, but I have tons of rings, mostly fashion costume rings, which is always okay. If you guys have costume, like modern, like more modern costume, as long as you're not buying it on Temu or Alibaba, which now with the tariffs, I think we are going to see less of that. But as long as you guys aren't buying, multiples, and it's like very clear that you're buying multiples, it's always okay. It's not that big of a deal. But what sells best is true vintage, real stones, et cetera, et cetera. So yeah, besides that, let's talk about this weekend. Let's talk about who's selling this weekend. And I put my laptop somewhere right here. Yes. I would love for you to take that slot. That would make it much easier for me. That would make it much easier for me. Maria, we would love to have you. Okay. Maria is going to take that slot, 6 p.m. Maria, I'm putting you in right now. Lena Magica. So that is 3 p.m. PST. I got you right there. Gotcha. Maybe for my opening live, I will show a few rings. I might do that. I think I will do that. I will show a few rings at 4 p.m. just to get the party started. So, and I'll probably run some giveaways too, because I have so many rings. So I don't mind. So if you guys are here as a buyer or a seller, okay, join my 4 p.m. opening live, and then we will raid Jamie at 4:30, and she will officially kick us off. Thank you so much, Maria. Okay, so this weekend, dun, 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 I have to get up the right calendar, and I will post a concert flyer as well. So today we have Amy of South Jersey Mama Shop. She's going to be selling at 7. And I let her know that if she wants to keep selling, we don't have the 8:30 slot booked. So if someone here is a subscriber and wants that 8:30 slot, please take it. I would take it, but I'm selling Sunday night. And I'm getting ready for the market. So the 8:30 p.m. EST slot is available. Debbie is signed up for 10 p.m. Debbie of Gypsy Warrior, but she's on a flight. And so Diana is jumping in for her, which is great. Diana of Arctic Angels Treasures, she'll sell at 10 p.m. Tomorrow, we have Noreen of Unique Around the Corner. She's going to kick us off. She will probably go live earlier, but she's scheduled for 5:30 EST, which is 2:30 PST. But if you want to go live earlier, totally welcome. And then she'll raid Kathy of Bella's Treasures at 7. Kristen of Keenly Kristen at 8:30. And then Diana will be back on because she had already booked her own slot for 10 p.m. So that's Diana of Arctic Angels Treasures. Sunday will be Jay and me, Jay of the Jade Peacock. Actually, let me tag her. So the morning train, Shelly, I'm just seeing your comment. When you sign up for our trains, we always have an EST, and then we always have a PST. We don't do the other time zones, I'm sorry, just because it's a little bit easier. But when you sign up, you're going to see the EST and you're going to see the PST. So since you're asking right now, I'm going to put the morning train sign up at the top of the live seller train discussion chat. And I'm going to tag you directly so that you can more easily find it. And I believe this is Shelly with Vintage Forward. Okay. Wake Up with VJA train. I will also put that there. Sorry, my laptop is freezing for some reason. Yeah, there we go. Above. Awesome. Okay, so Shelly, it is there in the live seller train discussion chat. It is a Google Doc. You should be able to open it. If you're struggling, let me know. I can input your information on the doc for you. So Shelly, our Wake Up with Vintage Jewelry Addicts train is the last Thursday of every month. I had just mentioned that in the future, we might start to do it every other Thursday, but I don't think we're big enough now for every Thursday. But maybe I'm wrong. Should we do it every Thursday? You guys tell me. You guys tell me. That really depends on if our sellers feel like they want that. And again, Shelly, starting on October 1st, anyone can sell on the weekend before 5:30. Basically like 8 a.m. EST to 5:30 p.m. EST. So we will be making that a formal announcement. If you want to sell in the evening, they are exclusive slots that are promoted, and that is as a subscriber. With Shelly, are you still a subscriber? I can't remember. I'd have to look. But if you are, you can get our evening slots. So Noreen, tonight you're going to, tomorrow you're going to raid Kathy at Bella's Treasures. Every single weekend, people sign up for different slots. So, okay. And then back to Sunday. So Jay will be live around 5:30. I'll be live at 8:30, guys. I'm really excited. I'm going to stream to Instagram, do all the things. $5 brooches. They flew last time. They flew. Some of these are worth a lot more than $5. But that's okay. I don't mind it. Because if you guys bid it up, you bid it up. If you don't, that's all good. You got yourself a deal. So I can't wait to see you guys. I'm a fast talking Yankee when I do these live sales. They are fast, fast, fast. I will try to preload on Sunday. So if you can't make it, you can place pre-bids. So again, guys, this weekend, if you are a subscriber, I just want to remind you what we have available if you are interested. Tonight, if you are interested, we have the 8:30 slot. We also have the 5:30 slot tonight, if you're interested. Tomorrow, we are fully booked. And Sunday, now we are officially fully booked. But if anyone wants to jump on at 10 p.m. Sunday night, they can if they're a subscriber. I don't have to sell for 2 hours. Do you want to do another brooch trade? Yes. So what you have to do is tell them to go to Vintage Jewelry Addicts. I was on that live sale and I messaged them in the comments, and I also messaged them on DM. And unfortunately, if they don't read that, if they don't see it, if they don't understand, that's all I can do. You just kind of have to keep telling them, because they might just listen to you versus see that I'm in the chat actually trying to get them over. Because when I see it, I try. When Jamie sees it, she tries too. So, tell them vintagejewelryaddicts.com that it's free to sign up. I give them, myself and Jamie, we always give them the exact link. With subscribers, we post that exact link and, put it in the comments. So it is there. But unfortunately, if people don't get it, they don't get it. So the best thing you can do is you can go back to that live stream on Facebook and you can message them personally. If you can't find that live stream, please just message me. I can send it to you. So you're never selling on knickknacks when you're selling with us. So if you send them to another marketplace, then there's really nothing we can do. Yeah. You guys want another brooch train? Okay. Sold. All good. Yeah, all good. That particular live sale, I'm unsure what day it was. I can't even remember. Was that Sunday, Noreen? Or no, that was on a train. That was on a train. Yeah, that was on a train. Let me see here. Did she get back to me? Why am I not seeing the shop? Hold on one second, Noreen. I'm going to see if I can find that for you and send it to you right now. And then you can go in the comments and you can message the seller personally. See if they respond to you. See here. Yes. Noreen, did I find you? No, it wasn't the Eastern Influences. Which train was it, Noreen? I can't find it. Oh, you know what? It might have been on Vintage Clothing Addicts. Hold on. When I can, I stream you guys over to my... Okay, there she is. There she is. Oh, shoot. And you're right. I'm getting a Facebook comment. It's not coming through. Wonder why that is. Huh. Uh-oh. Well, I'm glad we're doing this because there is a Facebook viewer and that comment's not coming through. Okay, Noreen, I'm going to find this for you. Hold on. Yes, it was Ruth, right? It was Ruth that was trying to buy from you. So you see what we do, what Jamie and I do is we will reply back, you know, with the link. And then I actually messaged her from, oh, you know what? She might have gotten back here. Hold on. Let's see. No, she didn't write back. Okay. But yeah, if you have Facebook, Noreen, so I can actually send you her handle on Facebook, but that's really all we can do. Noreen, I'm going to send it to you right now. The unfortunate reality with technology is that, you know, some people will they're just not going to make the adjustment, you know. So, it was the hobo. It was the hobo train. Okay. The hobo train. Oh my God. The boho. The boho train. Oh my gosh. I'm so sorry, guys. Okay, Noreen, we are going to find you. I think it was this one. Yeah, I'm only seeing one comment. This is India. I'm only seeing one comment on that live sale, but I will still send it to you. So, but yeah, so that's that, guys. Okay, so what else do we want to talk about? Let's see here. But yeah, if you guys if you see someone from Facebook or Instagram, talk them through it. But again, if they're just like confused, I mean, all you can do is what you can do. You can only just try to talk them through it. Some people just won't. They just won't. So it's the Mike Boho. Thank you so much, Elsie. Thank you so much, Elsie. Appreciate that. All right, cool, guys. I think that's everything. Shelly, I will check. Thank you. Thank you, love. Okay, you guys want a brooch train. Let's do it. I mean, I have a ton of brooches. I love brooches. What was I going to do? Shelly, I'm checking for you. Shelly, you were there. Shelly signed up for 8:30 EST. Shelly, do you just want to do 30 minutes or do you want to go for an hour? Because you can go for an hour. So each slot is 30 minutes. And if you want to go for an hour, you just put your name underneath that slot because then it's the next 30-minute slot. Okay, that makes sense. Shelly, girl, we appreciate you. Welcome back. Welcome. Everybody say welcome back to Shelly. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Yes. Okay, cool, guys. I'm going to jump off. We want a brooch train. I love that. And the last Friday of the month will be the new train announcements. So brooch train, there's also going to be another new train that I'm really excited about. And if you guys really like these morning trains on Thursday, I mean, we can try it twice a month. If someone is up for hosting a weekend morning train for anyone starting in October, that would be awesome. If you could help me out, that'd be awesome. If not, I might I don't know. I think she has enough to do. I was going to ask Jamie, but I think Jamie has enough on her plate. So if anyone wants to step up and do that, what was I going to say? I feel like the theme trains are always going to be the most successful. If there is a theme that you guys feel like we haven't covered, please say something. There's a lot of specific themes. Obviously, costume jewelry designers, which Elsie is head of for the month. But we can also do material themes. We haven't done a gold for a very long time. I don't know if anyone here has real gold. That would go bananas. I don't know if that's going to happen, but like gold tone we could do. We've done broken jewelry. I don't think that that's a successful train category. So I would personally push back on that. We've done the necklace club. We haven't done the bracelet club. We could do the bracelet club. But the most successful trains that I see are the sterling trains, the costume designer trains, and then rings. I think the ring train is going to be great. Rings really sell. So, and tell all of your friends and family to join. You know, guys, the best thing that you can do is just try to get people who know, like, and trust you to join Vintage Jewelry Addicts, and to let them know that we're full of amazing sellers, and that they can, you know, hop on the lives and really connect, because we are smaller. So I like that. I think we can still really connect with each other in the chat. Once the chat gets, it can be a lot more difficult. But as sellers, you guys can assign moderators. So yes, Elsie, where are you? And October. Oh, you didn't. Okay. We could do a remix. Yeah, I know, because the EST is so early for you. A designer mix. So just like designer. Should we just call it the like designer mix? Yes, we've done a gemstone. That did okay. It was okay. Totally did a gemstone. Yeah. It would be easier to have more pieces. Okay, so let's call it the designer remix. Designer remix. Okay, we're remixing it. Elsie, are you okay with me getting that set up, or do you want to do it? Totally. Almost like a replay. Designer remix replay is what we can call it. Okay, cool. That works. Let me know, DM me. I mean, the last Friday of the month is not for some time, but I guess we might want to open it up next week for signups. Let me see. What's our schedule? What is our schedule? Okay, let me see here. The last Friday of the month is the 26th. So that's next week. That still gives us a good amount of time to book. So I'm okay opening it on the 26th. So we still have some time here. So we can open that, and then we'll open the sterling train, which is the day before. So yeah, it is tougher. It is tougher. I know, you know, I have another idea. I think a cameo sale would do so well, but again, people have to build up to that. But I see cameo sales and whatnot like every day. Just cameos. Yes, Native American Southwest. We have not done that. That might be good for like November. October, we could. It just depends on if you guys want to do like 3 trains a week. I don't know. I don't know if we're there yet. So the first week we take a break, but we don't have to take a break. We can throw a train in the first week. We can throw a train in the week of the 29th. We can throw a train in because we normally kind of take a break. But I don't know, like I said, maybe time's now. Let's just load it up. Let's just finish out the year strong. So yeah, let me sit on all of that. I love the brooch train. Let's have another brooch train. Let's do a designer remix. Maybe the first week we'll throw in another theme, whether it's gemstone, Native American, or Southwest. If you guys like the Thursday morning train, let me know if you think that we should do it bi-weekly. But I like what Jamie said, maybe just extend it. Maybe just make it a little bit longer. So like until 1 p.m. EST. Cameos and bracelets. Ooh, okay. Yeah, cameos seem to be a whatnot desirable piece. So I'm curious how it would do here. So we have done that train. It was called the Necklace Club. So I try to change it so we're not doing the same thing every month. So I think we need a few more months to return to that, but we haven't done a bracelet. So I like cameos and bracelets. Cameos and other body part shapes. That's the title. That's the title. Oh my God. Let me see. Do I have a body part shape here as a brooch? I have a necklace that has like the hands. It's really strange. It's like two hands hanging like this. I'm like, ooh, that's weird, but I'm gonna keep it for myself. But yeah, that would totally work on that train. Okay, cool guys. Thanks for chatting. I have to go. I sold something on eBay for $150. That I did my research on, and I changed the title recently because I realized that my title wasn't quite right, and then it sold. Full price, no offer. So I have to go back home, go get it, take it to the post office, and then I tried to buy an 8-foot long table on Amazon, and they returned it to sender. So I guess 8-foot long tables can't be delivered. So I bought one from Walmart. So I'm going to Walmart. So I'm going to have an 8-foot long table instead of a 6-foot long table to put all of my jewelry on. It's going to give me more space to put all of the jewelry on. So that's my technique for tomorrow. That's it, guys. But yeah, eBay, I still strongly suggest if you guys have very desirable pieces that have search behind them, what I do is I find the item that has sold, like the exact item. If you have the exact item, it's best. And I find the sold and I push sell one like this. And then I use their listing template and I edit it for me. But I feel like that helps eBay to know that you're selling one very, very similar, if not the same as the one that sold. That's been my secret, and it's worked for me. I learned this from some YouTube video. So I know the fees are a killer. I know. Actually, I wonder what my fees were on that. I'm going to tell you. Yes, Noreen. Yes, that's what to do. That's what to do. Let me see what. Before I leave you, let's look. Let's look at my fees. My eBay. Wait, it was right there. Yeah, the fees, especially when you do like the whole promotion. I guess I have to go back to orders. So it was a belt buckle, guys. Sold via promoted listings. Let's see. View order details will tell me there. Yep. Okay. So transaction fees, $23.50. And the ad fee was $8.49. So I sold it for $150 and I get $124. So about $25. About $25 was taken. So yeah, no, c'est la vie. $33.69 for it. Yeah. Yeah. For $198 and receive $155. Yeah. Yeah, Rose. I'm leaving. I gotta go. I gotta go. But Rose, we just announced that the weekend daytime spots are open for anybody. So I will announce that with a former flyer. Guys, I'm sorry, you keep hearing the train. The train's very active today. I have a train right outside. Yeah. I sold a piece for $135 in Etsy and making $79. I've heard Etsy is outrageous right now. Outrageous. Yeah. That's extreme. That's a lot. That is what? 35 plus 20s, 55. So that's 30%? No, like 27%, I'd say. Like 27%. Yeah, Rose, there's no policy update instructions that are formal. It just means, starting October 1st, you can sell. But yeah, I'll post a flyer and I'll have some verbiage. The only thing that's important is just, don't go live at midnight. It's for the day. So it'd be a reasonable 8 a.m. EST to 5:30, which is when our first evening seller goes live. So yeah. Yeah. So just during the day. So technically October 3rd would be the first day. Yeah. Yep. Because we book 5:30, 7, 8:30, and 10. And then anyone can sell at 11:30 who's a subscriber. We can have multiple sellers at once, but our subscribers haven't really been doing that. So yeah. So yeah, Friday at 8 a.m. if you want to sell, you're fine. And we were talking about maybe starting a weekend train. I just need someone to step up to run it because I do the markets every weekend. So I just can't even be on my phone. There's no way for me to, I can't do it. I can hardly do vintage jewelry addicts, guys. I'm hanging by a thread every day. All right, guys, I gotta go ship this belt buckle. Appreciate you. We will see Amy live at 7. If there's a subscriber here that wants to go live at 5:30, it is open. But technically, Amy will be live at 7 p.m. Okay, guys, bye.